What's good, everybody? Welcome to Life on Beagle Road. We are back working on the chicken coop today, and we're gonna get up some of the inside paneling. So hopefully we can make some more progress. Some of the walls are gonna get a thin wall, and others are gonna get a nice thick wall. It all depends on where it is inside the coop and what its function is. This piece here is a thicker board, and that's gonna be the top of our storage area that's actually underneath the chickens, where the chickens are gonna be pooping. So that'll actually have a little bit of weight on it, and we wanna make sure it doesn't sag at all. Now, I could brace it a little bit more and then it wouldn't sag, and I'm still gonna do that, but I wanted to make sure there was absolutely no sagging, so we're gonna use a much thicker board for that. Everywhere else should have like about 1/8 of an inch, just, you know, barrier, so to speak. So let's get started on that. I'm just using drywall screws to hang this up because nothing over here is gonna get wet. It doesn't need to be like hardcore, it's just paneling to block this area from that area over there. Okay, great. So we installed that panel over there, and that is our storage area number 1. And now what we're gonna do is put in the top board for those chickens, the one we talked about earlier.
All right, let's talk about how this box inside the coop is going to work. First, it's about 8 inches deep so that we can use the deep litter method over the winter and really keep the heat in there for the chickens. We did that last year when the coop was open the whole way to the bottom, and it definitely made a difference, but it will be even better now that we're enclosing a smaller space and bringing that litter up closer to the chickens. This area right here in the back will have a flip down panel so that it's easy to clean, and we'll hook a tarp up inside so that the litter and the poop and everything is not going directly onto the wood. It's going to go onto that tarp. We can take the tarp out, dump the litter in the compost, and wash the tarp. It'll make for really easy cleaning. Raising the floor is also giving us the opportunity to put storage in the chicken coop in space that really otherwise is just lost.
At the moment, I am making a window frame, but only it's a little bit different. It's an interior window, and it's gonna have a plexiglass front, like that. One small issue: if you try to drill into this with a traditional bit, you're gonna crack the plastic. So I'm gonna use a spade bit. They make special bits for drilling into plexiglass, but one, I'd have to go buy it, and two, they're not like the cheapest bits in the world, especially when I've already got this. This angle right here, right there, is pretty much how they look anyway. So we're gonna try this, see if it works. I can see right through it. Perfect little hole. There we go. Fits. Now I gotta make sure my holes are big enough. Last thing I wanna do is go to screw this in, and then I crack it anyway. The whole reason I put this plexiglass window in is so that way I can get the light from the window that's over here. Comes through, it'll still make its way into the birds, so I'm not losing light, but at the same time, none of the dust is making its way out of the coop area. Trying to keep all of my storage area clean, dust-free, no issues. And I want to see the birds when I go in. Now Courtney can come in, close this door, and she can see her birds. So pretty. I think we're ready to put the old walls back up. We're about 85 to 90% done with the inside. I've got to get these outer walls on, and then I've got to get the actual siding on. And if I keep waiting, then, you know, it's over here underneath all these tarps, and it's only gonna be worse in the end. So I want to get them up, because I also have to fill in some of the empty spaces, cut out some of the stuff that doesn't need to be there anymore. And once that's all done, then I'm ready to put the siding on. Courtney wants to get this coop as usable as possible, and that's pretty much where I've got to get going. So at least if I can get the outer shell on, the inner shell, it just is what it is for now. I don't think this one goes over here. No, it doesn't. It's like putting a puzzle together. This one goes over there too. Funny part is I marked the backs of all the right sides so I knew which one was the right and which one was the left. Of course, I didn't read any of it. Good job, Kenny. Okay, I got one side up. Let's do this one. The paneling is back up. All we have left to do now is a little bit of the interior, siding and trim, and we're done. Oh, and the laying boxes. Forgot about the laying boxes. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and come back when we wrap this chicken coop up, because I promise you, it's gonna get wrapped up real soon. Have a great day, folks. Woo!